As we have our children's message today, we invite everybody participating with us, then any kids joining us to be able to have a seat on the floor in front of the TV or computer or tablet or however you've been able to worship with us today. So, especially in worship today, we're talking a lot about the Magi, the wise men. In fact, we seem to have talked about them quite a bit this year because they're who we talked about in our children's Christmas program service just 2 weeks ago. And so these guys were from a long ways away. And we've talked about that in our children's Christmas program service, how they had to travel a long ways to come and to visit Jesus when he was just a little boy.
Like 5 years.
Well, we don't know how long they traveled, but they traveled for quite a while. And we know that Jesus was less than 2 years old when they came to visit him, and he was just a little boy. And so they had to travel a long ways, and Bethlehem wasn't their home. They came from a long ways away. They didn't belong in Israel. They didn't belong in Bethlehem. This was a different place for them. Their homes were way far away. So the wise men knew what it was like to not belong. But God loved them, and God welcomed them, and they got to meet Jesus. So let me ask you, do you ever have a time when you feel like you do not belong? Maybe you feel left out or like you don't quite fit in. In fact, I can even let you in on a little secret. Even adults feel that way. Even adults have times when they feel like they don't fit in or when they don't belong. And do you know who especially knows what we're going through? God. Yeah, God. Because Jesus was born into a very normal family. His family wasn't rich or famous or popular. He was born into a pretty normal family, and Jesus knows exactly what it's like to not fit in because there were lots of people who didn't like him and wanted to send him to the cross. And so Jesus knows what it's like to not belong, and he loves us. He wraps us up in his arms and he loves us every single day and he welcomes us. Just like how the wise men got to be with God and God welcomed them, God welcomes us. He loves us. He went to the cross for us and he is there for us no matter what. So we belong with Jesus. We always fit in with him. And because he's so good to us, we even get to pray. We can even talk to him at any time. So let's hold out our hands. Hold the hands, wiggle the fingers, up top, down into our laps. We'll fold our hands, close our eyes, and repeat after me. Dear Jesus,
Dear Jesus,
thank you so much
thank you so much
for always being there
for always being there
with me no matter what.
with me no matter what.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's wave bye-bye to our friends.